Welcome to the Digital Maddy Show. This is a platform where I share my knowledge on video creation, digital marketing, chatbot marketing, and how to grow your business through video making. I also invite many influencers and digital marketers on the show and ask amazing questions to extract their secrets of business. So let's get started with your host. Hi, my name is Mithyl and I'm a YouTube and video creation coach, and I help aspiring video influencers to create content and monetize those contents through video making. Today on this show, we have a special guest. He is a singer and a vocal coach. Let's welcome him. He is already into the studio. So we have our guest in the studio. His name is Abhi, and he is a singer and a vocal coach. Let me share his mission. He is on a mission to help busy professionals transform their voice and sing like their favorite rock stars. Cool. While he's trying to promote his coaching business, he learned how to promote and how to do pretty well on YouTube. Went to a level where he got almost 200K views on a channel that wasn't getting any views with less than 10 active subscribers, and most of the views coming from his mother and his friends. So welcome Abhi to the show.
Yeah, thank you. Hey, I'm glad to be here.
Cool. So Abhi, can you share one of your favorite quote that inspires you on a daily basis?
So, my favorite quote would be from Tony Robbins. Okay, most people overestimate what they can achieve in 2 to 3 years and underestimate what they can achieve in 2 to 3 decades. So yeah,
Super cool.
that would be
Super
my
cool.
favorite quote. Yeah.
Lovely.
Yeah.
So Abhi, as you say, you also have a YouTube channel. So I'm gonna, try to extract a lot of secrets of your YouTube channel.
Sure.
So
Sure
Abhi,
thing.
can you just before we go to the YouTube, can you share your backstory, your origin story?
Origin story, right? So, okay, I won't go too far back. I'll just start from school. Okay, So from school, okay, it's like I was never a good student. Okay, I hated studies. I still do. Okay, and I couldn't remember anything. Okay, and my biggest problem was that, when people told me I should learn this, I should memorize this because the test is coming, I just couldn't get myself to do that, right? So, and I never connected with it, and everyone around me, my parents and all the family members, everybody, they just judged me by if I can do well in studies or not. And because I could never do that, I was a reject from them. Okay, so, and because of that, I was like, all right, I don't give a shit. I'm just gonna do what I feel. And I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna try and keep the cussing down as much as possible for the viewers of here, so the interview doesn't be like beep 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 beep. So, and the thing is, it was like a time that I had to get out of the what everybody's saying to what I really love. And I really connected with this band called Linkin Park, okay, and singer Chester Bennington, right? I went through a lot of bad times, okay, like a lot of traumas in my childhood, right? And Linkin Park is a band. Chester is the lead singer. I really resonated with him, right? And he helped me so many times, right, to get out of the messes that I was in, right? And that's the reason why I chose music too. So yeah, and so the thing is, 2010 I finished my school, right? And I'm like, I'm just gonna follow music and I'm not gonna do anything else, right? So my parents, they sent me to a college. I dropped out of college. Actually, I run away from college. They sent me to Bangalore, run away from Bangalore to Mumbai, right, in search of work. Back in that time, I didn't know nothing about music. I just barely started to learn music. All I had was that guitar towards that side, right? And I knew just 4 chords, okay? And I just went to Mumbai, right? And I still remember the night I landed in Mumbai, okay? I landed to a bus, right? I got to Mumbai at 4 a.m. in the morning, right? And it's like everyone, the auto wallahs, they look at me like who is this guy? Okay, let's so it's like I go there, and within a week I start working with some big names like Cartoon Network, Disney, and Nickelodeon, and so a fun fact is everybody says the work is not there, you got to struggle, whatever. Yeah, it's not so true. It's like if you're creative enough, you can find work. So yeah, I was doing voiceovers and stuff, right? So pretty soon in Mumbai, like I found out that okay, like I need to practice. Like I didn't know nothing of music like when I got started. Okay, so I needed to like learn music. I need to practice. Okay, so the place I was staying in Mumbai, I remember it was quite expensive. I was paying like 7-8K for a month for one bed and one cupboard. Okay, so and I was sharing the apartment with 6 other people. Okay, most of them were actors, right? And the crazy part was like I soon understood that I cannot practice over here, even though I am getting steady work. I cannot practice, and if I want to afford like a flat for myself, I need to make like over 1-2 lakhs a month, right? When back in the day I was making like 20-30K, right? So from like doing all these, right? So making shit money, like staying in the place, right? I was like, okay, it's time I gotta think of something, right? And then my mom reached out to me. She was like, why are you doing this? Why are you still staying in Mumbai? Why don't you come over? I'm like, I'm gonna come over for one reason only. I'm gonna practice. You're not gonna tell me to do anything else, right? They were like, all right, cool, fine, you do that. So I came here, right? All the waterworks started. Oh my god! Like so, and then I started practicing. All right. So so this is back in like 2011 when I came back to like Kolkata, right? And I really thought like that I'm gonna give it my all. Like I'm gonna give it my next 10 years of my life to just get good at this, right? And that's what I basically did. And like now I'm like so fortunate to be able to like do what I love today and like help people, who are like super busy, who were like like once like me, like they wanted to do this, right, when they were in their 20s, right, in their teens, right, and they didn't get a chance because of family pressure, so on and so forth, right? And now I help them sing like their favorite singers, right? And it's just like every time they transform, they're able to sing, right? Their happiness sparkle in their eyes. Like that's what I live for. Like that's why I wake up in the morning, right? So yeah, that's pretty much about me. So yeah.
That's super cool. That's super cool. So what do you think are the things most people overlook when getting ready to post videos on YouTube, as you are doing phenomenal job on YouTube? So can you share something about that?
So what most people overlook, okay? So again, like I said, like my favorite quote, right? What most people overestimate what they can achieve in 2 to 3 years and underestimate what they can achieve in 2 to 3 decades, right? So most people have this very short-term view, very, very, very short-term view. And I'm guilty of this too myself when I get started, right? I want the quick money. Where's the quick money? Like, and every time I've like, tried myself to like make quick money, I've failed. Okay, so every time I look like like really long term. Oh my god, the money just comes. I'm like, where is it coming from? Like, and it's not just the money. It's like it's the people. Like like I get people with real depth instead of like people. Okay, give me like fast change, right? So and yeah, so the most people, what they're thinking of is, okay, so this person is like posting this many videos, this person has this camera, this person has this equipment, okay, and they're posting this many videos, they're getting this many views. Okay, I think if I can just do that, I'll just get that many views, right? What they don't see is that every day when you're posting, you have to come up with an idea. Every day you have to shoot that video. Every day you have to edit that video. Every day you have to post that video. Every day you have to promote that video, right? So there's so many things that goes along, right? And people are like, it's okay, that's nothing. It's nothing. It's so easy. It's so easy. And the worst part, or the best part, I should say, is the comments. The lovely people of the internet, commenting like, how good your videos are. So so yeah, that that's what most people overlook. Yeah.
True. I totally resonate with you because I do the same thing on a daily basis, and I'm doing I think from past 5 years. So yes, I totally agree with you. So what kind of videos should I post so that I can get the views? Because almost all people are hungry for views only. I just don't understand why.
Right. I mean, it's like they equate views equals money, so like they think it's that, right? But again, if you really see like the per view money that you make, right? It's nothing. It's peanuts. Okay. So I wouldn't even want to like think of that. Okay. Like it's like look, if you are like a very good looking girl, very good looking guy, like have like an awesome life, then sure you guys can like make a lot of money. But like, look, I'm very average, right? It's like I'm like a very regular person. Okay, I don't have a flashy life. I spend 22 hours a day right in this room, okay, practicing and teaching. Okay, I don't have a flashy life. I'm sorry. Okay, so I can't live a life where like people are like, oh my god, this is so good, I want to keep watching that, right? So so for that, what you need to understand is that what do people want to watch? what is being watched right now, what is proven, right? So you just gotta like really see, like look at your competitors, like, you know, or look at people like, you know, who are not direct competitors, maybe like, you know, they're like sort of competitors, right? Like what are they posting, okay? And what kind of comments? Again, this is another thing, okay? People just look at views. I'm like, don't look at views. Views doesn't mean nothing, okay? What means everything is the comments. Look at the engagement in the comments. You're looking at it as an awesome video. Now go look at the engagement, right? What are they saying, right? That's where you're gonna figure out if that's a video worthwhile of your doing, right? So if you're just gonna be like, oh, this video just worked, okay, this video is done, okay, how do I make makeup, right? Or how do I do makeup of like Kareena Kapoor, whoever it is, right? So, and then you just go, yeah, I'll just make that. So many other people are doing that. But if you read the comments, you'll actually find like, you know, maybe they're saying, okay, how does Kareena does her eyeshadow? And maybe you can just focus on the eyeshadow, and suddenly it's like a niche within a niche, you know? And people are like, oh my god, that's exactly what I wanted. So let's make a video about that. You get me, right? So that's what like most people like overlook when they're like, what title, what this, what that. So yeah, that's what.
Absolutely. So yes, you need to be very specific and you need to be very laser focused when you're trying to make videos. Absolutely. So why do most people fail at YouTube then?
So again, like I said, it's no long-term vision. No long-term vision. They just think that they can keep on like, you know, producing videos every day, every week, and like it'll just be fine, and then their life will just be the same. It's not. It's not. Okay? So to make videos every day and post it every day and like, you know, have it go every week, you have to really plan ahead. Really plan ahead. Right? So because it's not just the creating the ideas, okay, this takes a lot of time. Like very recently I was like, you know, in conversation with one of like a potential client, right? I didn't bring that client on because like, you know, they had no idea about like, you know, all this, right? And they're like, oh, okay, I thought this was supposed to be easier. I'm like, yeah, if that's what you want, I don't think we can work. So the thing is, it's not easy, okay? And the best thing I can tell you for your YouTube journey is prepare before you're gonna get in. If you're not prepared, if you just jump in, yeah, I'm here, nobody cares about you. Like, just understand that, right? So prepare. You need to understand why they like you. What value do you have to give to them? If you don't have any value to give to them, and then in a long-term sense, you're not thinking, okay, yeah, I can easily like show them how they can like, you know, like build this one muscle. But like people are like out there to like learn all about their body, maybe like the full body building is what they want, right? So again, like understand, like you gotta like, it's like this, okay? It's like, you know, when you're gonna have a baby or when you're gonna have a dog, right? When you're gonna get a dog, right? So I never had a baby ever, right? Yeah, so not that I plan off in the next 10 years at least, right? But the thing is, when I got the dog, it's like I have to make the whole house dog proof. So I have to see in the future, what can the dog do? I have to find that pattern, right, in the future. So I know I can anticipate that. Okay, so like I played football when I was like, you know, back in school, right? And like my role was like midfielder, right? I had to anticipate where the game is going before the first pass is made. Okay, and like that's like you have to like really understand the game, right? So it's like I'm like really good at that, like anticipating like where one thing is going, where the other thing is going, like pattern recognition, right? So you need to understand that where is what going. Like, you know, don't just make a video like, oh, I just made a video, hey, like, you know, share with my friends, oh yeah, I got 10 views, like awesome. Like no one gives a shit, right? So like, again, for the longest time, only my mom used to like watch it, my friends. I'm like, hey, watch it. They're like, I watched it, man, 5 times already. How many times do you want me to watch it? So yeah, so it's like, yeah, it doesn't work that way. Okay, so it's like I think I forgot the name of this one guy, because I watched this interview, rather like a class from this website called Creative Life a few years back. Okay, so I forget the name of the guy. His name was the name of the website was Social Triggers or something. Okay, so I remember he was saying, like, you know, the only way to get traffic is to go to the person who already has it to give it to you. Okay, so what that means in this sense is like, if you don't have something, who has that? And whoever has that, you need to like, again, try and put yourself in that shoes, in that area, so you get the traffic too. Okay, so it's all about that. Like, you know, now this is just talking about traffic, right? I'm not even talking about like how long they're viewing, because that like affects a lot, right? So that's another topic for like another day, and like it takes so long to like even explain that, right? But yeah, anyways, so this is what it is. So yeah.
That's cool. That's awesome. Yes, you are. I totally resonate, because that's what even I do that. So yes, that is the reason, because people don't have any planning and just they randomly make videos with no proper strategy at all.
Right.
Absolutely.
Exactly. Right.
So when it comes to all this that you are sharing, so I hope even thumbnails will also be an important part. So
Oh
what is the
yeah.
secret of
Oh my
creating
God.
thumbnails?
So emotions. That's the secret. You need to show an emotion, and the emotion needs to be intriguing. Okay, like think of all the like the opposite sexes, photos that you see, like girls watching boys, boys watching girls, right? Like magazines, anything, right? They always have an emotion. Again, that's what we are attracted to. Okay, and even like boys to boys, girls to girls, whatever, there's an emotion, right? So the best thing I can tell you about like emotions is like there's this woman called Vanessa Van Edwards. Okay, she's got like a complete thing into like the body language and like what it means, what every emotion means, right? So I would recommend whoever wants to learn more about this. I know like you guys be like, wait, what? For thumbnails, you want me to like read a book? I'm like, yeah, trust me, you won't like be sorry. Like the name of the book is called Captivate, and if you guys want to read that. It's all about just that, like emotions. Like how does the micro expressions like trigger emotion? Be like, oh, I think I want to do that. I think I want to see that, right? So emotions, that's the key.
Yes, absolutely. So
Right.
setting up optimal default scenarios when it comes to YouTube, how is important?
Right. So again, like that's like my favorite word, optimal default. Like the reason why, okay, it's like this. Like I'm like a ex drug addict, ex like smoker, ex like I've done bad shit, okay, in my life, okay, right? And I was successfully able to quit all those things only because of music, okay? And I'm like completely sober since like 2011, 2012, something like that, right? And like it's like I don't have any addictions. Like it's work is the only addiction you could say, right? And the thing is, what optimal default is, it's like this. Think of yourself as a smoker. Think of yourself as like the person who's addicted to some one thing. Okay, so there is one addiction. That's pizza, by the way. So that's the addiction I have. Like so ordering pizza at 10:30 p.m. Domino's, they're going crazy. Like we're supposed to close it at 11. So yeah. So it's like optimal defaults like this, right? It's like how easy is it for you to go for the action of that addiction. So whatever you're addicted to, just think you're a smoker, right? If you have a cigarette packet lying on the like living room in the middle of the table, how easy is it for you to let go of that habit? Not very easy, right? So your default condition is like getting you to like, oh my god, I think I'll just do one last one. One last one, just one. Okay, yeah, and guess what? That just one goes into 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and it continues, right? So we cannot break away, right? So what do we do to like replace that? How do we set up? It's like this. Like, how do you set up the environment in a way that the only thing that you can do is the right thing? Okay, so how do you do that? It's like you just throw away the cigarette packet. You tell your friend, hey, the next time I'm trying to look for a cigarette, punch me in my nose. Like, okay, so it's pretty much just that. Okay, so it's like not only you won't have easy access to it, if you go to look for it, you'll get punished for it. Now guess what? In the words of Tony Robbins, people run away from pain much more than they'll go towards pleasure. So that pain will like kick you away. So yeah, that's how you set up optimal defaults, right? Now in terms of YouTube, okay, what you do is you need to have a strategy, exact strategy, okay? So it's like, let's say you want to post 7 days a week, right? Or 3 days a week, whatever it is, right? You need to have a strategy. Okay, this day it's all about collection. I'm going to collect all the video ideas. Done. Number 2, this day is all about how I'm going to shoot, exactly what I'm going to say, like messaging. That could be 2 days. Who knows, right? And you're planning ahead. Let's say you're going to plan for a month. You're going to plan for 2 months, whatever, right? So 1 month is more than enough. Okay, I'll tell you why. Okay, so first you collect all the ideas, right? The next thing, what you do is you plan out, you write down. Again, what's the most important thing in like video, what I felt myself personally speaking, is the message. Nothing else means anything. Okay, what the quality is, what is, doesn't matter. Like think of Bhuvan Bam, right? Like BB Givens, right? Only reason why, message. People are like laughing, right? It's like, oh my god, it's so funny. Oh my god, it's so funny. Like, although I don't watch his videos so much, right? But if you go back, if you watch his oldest videos, it always had a message. Always. The message could easily be like, like, hey, like, like friends don't let other friends, like, do like bullshit stuff or whatever. Like, it could be something meaningless, but still it does have a message, right? So have a message, okay? give more attention to the message, right? What is the viewer gonna get out of this? Like that should be your first idea. If that's not your agenda, don't even start making videos. Don't be like, I really look good, you know? They'll like really like me. Like that's not the way, like, you know, you're supposed to be making it. Like, you know, there's so many ugly people out there. Again, they do amazing videos, all right? And like it's not about your beauty, okay? If people are coming in for your beauty, then the thing is you don't have a business. You just have thirsty people looking at you. Okay, so you want that. so right? It's like the thing is you need to have that, right? Once you got the messaging down, then it's all about strategizing. How much time am I spending to record a video? How much time am I spending to edit that video? How much time am I spending to like make the thumbnail, to make all of it, right? To find out the tags, exactly all those things, right? How much time am I spending to upload the video, to schedule the video, right? Then I'm gonna calculate all that in like a spreadsheet. Okay, I'm going to be calculating, okay, so how much time I'm spending. Okay, if I'm spending way too much time to be doing that and then the results are like not too good, then I got to know something has to go down, right? Maybe you're focusing way too much on the color grading like I do. So you know, it's like you gotta find a way to like reduce the amount of time. It's like it's not about how much work you're doing, but it's about like, you know, what to the point you're giving to the customer, right? Like a good message people will listen to from like a 4-year-old mobile phone camera. Okay, and like that'll be completely fine, right? But what's not fine is, oh, let me get like a red camera, let me get like a full crew, like a full film crew, you know, let me spend like $1 million, and all I'm saying is like ha 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 ha, you know, and like it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Okay, so you gotta like really understand what, like, where is it going? Like, will it actually help someone? If it actually helps someone to save like 5 minutes of time, that's worth it. People will watch it, people will share it. That's what you want. So yeah, that's optimal defaults for you.
True. So like amazing that you are sharing almost all the secrets that you are following. So tell me one thing, Abhi, is long-term view better or short-term view is better when it comes to YouTube?
So both. Here's what I mean by that. Okay, so first you need to have a long-term view. Where do I, like, what is the legacy? What is the final product that I'm going? Like my own mission is like, I want to become one of the best singers in the whole world, and I want to train 100 superstar singers in the level of Taylor Swift and like, you know, Ed Sheeran, like in that level. Like I want to change the music industry as we know it, right? That's what my main mission is, right? So everything that I do is like all going towards that, right? Now, what the short-term goal is this. What I'm posting this month, what I posted, did it actually work? What was my goal? Did I actually receive? Did I actually get to that goal? Did I? Okay, I didn't. Then I got to stop. I got to rearrange. I got to think, right? So you can't be like, oh, I'm thinking long term, and then I'm just posting shit videos, and then, you know, okay, so maybe in like, you know, like 5 years time somebody look at me. That's a dumb idea. That's a dumb idea. It's like that friend, you know, like one, like is that guy, you know, who crushes on this girl, you know, and is trying to be that friend. Okay, and you don't want, that's a bad idea. If you like her, you tell her. If she's like, no, fine, just move on. Find someone else. It's a lot of fish in the sea. So it's that. So, you know, you don't want to keep on doing something if you're not getting a result. Like I'm completely against this. Like, you know, like so many people say, just stay the course. I'll tell you why. I'm like this. Okay, the first 5-6 years of my life, okay, I couldn't afford a voice teacher. I couldn't afford anything, literally. Okay, and the teachers that I learned from, okay, like at like a almost semi-regular pace, right? They charge $500 an hour. So an Indian guy doesn't have $500 an hour, like just laying there. Like that's pretty much someone's monthly salary, right? So it's like, what are you gonna do? Like, you know, you can't have a teacher all the time, right? So the first 5-6 years, you know, all I would do is I would just download stuff from YouTube, download stuff from torrents, right? All the courses that people are like hoarding courses right now, I've done that like so many years back, right? But singing, right? And I've found that this is it. Okay, so like I've taken some inspiration from Sharad in this, right? And it's like this, okay? Practice, okay? So practice is like what most people say you got to do, right? And like people say, if you just practice, you just get good, right? And here's the actual real thing. Feedback is king, okay? Practice is queen, right? And the queen runs the house, but without the king, the queen can't do shit. Okay, so what I mean by that is this. Okay, think of Google Maps. How does Google Maps work? When you are typing the address, like let's say I want to go to this mall, I want to go to this friend's house for the first time. I understand what the Google Maps is doing. It's first dropping a pin on the location where the destination is, where your goal is, right? And then what it does is it locates where you're at. Now it's understanding where you are at. Understand this, right? You might not even know where you're at. Google Maps is doing that for you. Now what it does is, okay, so you're here and finds out the shortest path. Then it's like, okay, go take 100 meters straight. Done. Now take a right. Okay, you took a right. Okay, go straight for another 400 meters. Now take a left, right? Now let's say instead of a left, you took like a right again, right? They're like, turn around, right? Keeps on prompting, right? What is it doing? It's giving you feedback. Guess, now think of this world. Think of this world where you are starting, you want to go to that same place. There is no Google Maps, there is no street signs, there's nobody in the street. And you have to go there. Guess guess, is there any chance even for you to like go from there to like reach there? Like, hardly any, right? And guess what? Most people are like, I'm reading a book, I'm doing a course, it's gonna work, I'll just do it. It doesn't matter. Again, most people are like, I got a course for it. I'm like, courses don't work. Understand this, courses don't work. Mentorships work. Why? Because you need to know where you are. Not everyone is in the same place. Everyone has like a different scenario, right? Some people have like a lot of like money, like, you know, with them, so they can invest, and even if they lose, they're still fine because they have more money to pour in, right? Me starting from my background, we grew in poverty, okay? Like I couldn't ask my parents for like 10 rupees. Like, that's how I grew up. I didn't have money with me, okay? So I whatever I lost, I won. It's like that. Like it all has to like go like that, right? So what you guys need to understand is like, whoever is like trying to whatever, not just YouTube for that like thing, right? It's like, you need feedback. Like, you know, you guys might be like, oh, I got this one video from YouTube, you know, and I'm gonna just do it, right? You're thinking you're gonna do it. It's highly unlikely that you're gonna figure out. Maybe 1 in a million people will. And then what most people do, this guy figured out, he's 1 in a million. But you are not 1 in a million. You're average, just like me. We're average. Average people can't figure that shit out. So, you know, you just need to understand that feedback. You need to have feedback. If you don't get feedback, guess what? 5, 6, 7 years later, you're gonna not end up somewhere. Then you might remember this video that Abhi was like screaming at your face, like, hey, you need feedback. Okay, so yeah, that's what's gonna happen to you. So yeah.
Absolutely. Feedback, content, amazing. King and queen, too good. So
thank you, man. Thank you.
Since we are in 2020 and this is a crucial year again with lockdown and everything. So why to make videos in the very first place when people are, you know, in their comfort zone and they can simply write whatever they want, or maybe click
Sure.
photos and share it by videos.
Right. So again, people will connect to a video much more than any other thing, right? Now, again, it's not like, hey, like videos is the only thing. Again, like, you know, let's say you're very camera shy. Okay. Now, here are two things. Like, you know, some people say, hey, if you're camera shy, don't record videos, right? They're like, don't like. It's like, if it's like that, then well, you never break out of your comfort zone, right? So, again, the thing is this. Like, you know, it's like how I look at it like this. Okay, like how, like, you know, when I got started, I had so many problems. Okay, like so many. Oh my God. First of all, you guys might be wondering, like, hey, I speak good English, right? When I got started, my English was like, yes, no, okay, yeah, all right. I kid you not, okay, right? The thing is, how I learned was watching TV shows. Like 2.5 Men is my favorite TV show. So I used to like read line by line, okay, and I used to say the lines in front of a mirror. I don't know why. I just love 2.5 Men, right? So maybe I'm a super fan of the Charlie Sheen, right? But the thing is, you know, like how I got started is like my main goal was the music. It was like my life made no sense without it, right? So it's like you need to have this one thing that it's like it's the main thing for you. I need to like, and again, some people, I would say most people, they make it their sports team. They make it another person, right? They make it whatever, right? Something that doesn't even help them, right? You see all those people go crazy on their sport. India, India. What is that? That passion? They should have put in that something that it really means to them. But then that passion, what? Pakistani, what? No, it's India. Oh, you're Australian. Oh no, it's India. Like, what? Like, you know, it's like, what are you trying to do? Like, I get so pissed at them when I watch people like this, you know? I'm like, again, I'm like a very anti sort of like a outcast of a person, you know? I have like no problem saying, this is the reason why, you remember when you texted me, I was like, are you sure you want to bring me on? Because like, yeah, I polarize people quite fast, right? So yeah, I don't agree with most people, right? And like people are like, oh my God, this guy is the non-agreeable. I'm like, all right, man, don't be with me. All right, cool, I'm fine, right? So the thing is, you need to understand that passion is there inside you. The reason why you're able to do that is because you're so passionate about it. That means there's energy there. So you want to direct that energy to something else. Like it's like when I think of this, it's like, you know, when I was like when I was to get super high with like grass and stuff, like, you know, marijuana, right? my thing was, when can I get the next hit? And it's like I got so creative to like get the next hit. When can I get, who can I reach out to? Like I get so creative. Okay, it's like I'm like, oh my god, I want the next hit, I want the next hit. I'm like focused. I'm like, oh, like, you know, and that focus is there in all of us. Maybe when we're chasing this one person that we really like, right? Maybe when we're chasing this one TV show that we really like. It could be that one sports team, right? It could be anything, right? That religion, maybe, I don't know. Like again, I'm like an atheist, right? So I don't believe in religion too. So it's like, the thing is, like, you know, we have this passion inside of us, right? And we gotta direct it. It's like, you know, it's like you can never, like, you know how they say, like, you know, matter cannot be created, it cannot be destroyed. It's just is. So you gotta direct it this one place, right? And that's what everyone should be doing. And it's not just for videos, okay? So coming to the thing of, like, you know, why videos should we even do videos? It's like this, okay? If you really love it, you'll do anything for it, right? It's like, just imagine, think of your best friend, think of your wife, think of your kids, right? It's like, if they have, like, if there's a person out there who's screaming at your kid and your kid has no fault, and even if your kid has fault, there's no right someone can say some bullshit thing to your kid, right? How angry will you become? You get me, right? That is a person who gets really creative, who doesn't give a shit if, like, somebody has got, like, oh no, why are you doing this? Or like, you know what I mean, right? Like, most people, they are not thinking like this. They're like, oh, Shah Rukh Khan, you know, Shah Rukh Khan is Shah Rukh Khan, like, oh my god, like, he's so good. Or like, Hrithik is Hrithik, like, he's born from that guy's son, he's like that guy's son, you know. Their life is so chill, man. Oh, you see like the MKBHD, that guy, dude, he's been making videos for so long. Like, we want to explain everyone. Like, we always want to search for explanation. That's why they did it. This is so easy for them. I'm like, bitch, do it for one day and show me. One day. Show me, bitch. One day, right? It's like, I have fights in my comments. Like, literal fights. They're like, you shouldn't be teaching voice. Voice should be something that people are born with. I'm like, how about this? How about you and me? We go on a video call, right? And we record. I'll post it on the internet too, right? Nothing. Pin drop silence. They don't want to talk, right? I gave my life for this, you know. And the only reason why I was able to do that, because I stopped everything. I blocked out everything, right? For like 10 years. So yeah, it's like 10 years now. Yeah, that I completely isolated myself, right? I'm like, I'm just gonna do one thing, right? So for that, you'll do anything for it, right? So instead of thinking, why video, why this, oh my god, this is outside my comfort zone, that is your main thing. You'll do anything for it. You're gonna die, you're gonna bleed out. Guess what? You're gonna find out pretty much how fast you can wrap that thing up, even if you're not a doctor, and you're gonna run to a doctor, right? So that's what I kind of believe in. Like put yourself, like, in the like, put the gun in the head, you know, like, and like, okay, pull the trigger, or like, you know, I like do like what I love, okay, and like I do whatever it takes for it. So yeah, that's why video. And I went like real depth for this, but like, yeah, here you go. So yeah, man, yeah.
Super cool. Loving your story,
right,
man. Awesome. So,
thanks, man. Thanks.
What's the best part to start for a new YouTuber?
So the best thing would be, again, follow what you love. Okay, like, again, in the words of Gary Vaynerchuk, if you like Smurfs, Smurf it up. So, you know, yeah, it's so true. It's so true. If you really love that, I'm quite sure there are other people who love that too. And it's like, you don't need the whole world's following to like make money doing what you love. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, you don't need to, like, not everybody wants to become Ambani. You know, like, you just want to like live a fun life doing what you love, and then, you know, you're such a happy person. Any relationships you're in, they're happy as well, because they see you are happy, right? Like, it's like, we can't give someone something that we don't already have, right? So, which is why, if you like, let's say, you know, you grew up watching SWAT Cats like I did. I just love SWAT Cats, right? So I was like if I didn't know music, I would like write stuff about SWAT Cats. I would like make another like cartoon like similar to SWAT Cats, maybe. I don't know. Like, it's like the thing is, like, follow what you love. Like, what really, like, you're like, wow, this is so cool. This is so cool, right? And how do you judge it? It's like, now you might have 10,000 things that you like that, right? How do you judge it, right? You judge it like this, right? See yourself in the future like this. See yourself 10 years down in the future, right? And you're doing the same thing, and you did not get anything. You were right here. Maybe you got even worse. So, and everyone is criticizing you. They want to throw you out of the house, right? Your girlfriend hates you, or whatever. Everybody hates you, and you're still doing that. Do you still love what you're doing? If the answer is yes, do it, or else don't do it. So yeah,
Absolutely. It's
So
like mic drop.
yeah. So yeah, like you see, like how I started with the quote, right? It's like from the beginning. Like I'm extremely long-term focused, extremely long-term focused, because I know like things. The only things that's permanent is change. Only thing, right? And like all the people who disagreed with me, they were like, "Oh my God, you suck as a singer." When I got started, right? It's like I'm like I don't even say anything to them. I'm like, "Yeah, watch that. Yeah, you see that? Right? That happens because of patience. Yeah, I know you'll never
Absolutely.
get there because you don't have that. So yeah, pretty much.
Absolutely.
So yeah,
Absolutely.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
So, as you said, like,
Yeah.
you need to ultimately start somewhere, and if it's your passion,
Mm-hmm.
passion drives
Mm-hmm.
everything else. Super cool. So we come to the last
Sure.
question, Abhi. What
Mhm.
equipments are needed and what's the budget? Because like when it comes to making videos, there are a lot of other things like backstage to like stuff that also go
Yeah,
ahead
yeah,
along with
yeah.
making a video. So can you throw some light
Right,
on that?
right, right. Sure, sure, sure. So okay, so equipment. Okay, so equipment. I would say like start with your phone. Okay, like don't waste money on a camera. Okay, like that's how I started as well. Or like buy like a decent camera, like a decent like webcam. Like this webcam I bought back in 2015 or something like that. I guess yeah. Back in the day, this I bought it for like 6, 7K, whatever. Right? This camera is good enough. I shot so many videos with just this camera. Okay, so you just get a normal camera. Okay, do you have like a decent PC? Like remove all the garbage from the PC. Like all the excess stuff, all the movies I might watch sometime later. Upload in Google Drive or just like delete, right? Make your PC empty. Like when I got started, my PC was so bad. It's so the sucky PC. Okay, so and like now I have like a good PC. I won't like it. It was my lifetime dream to like build a gaming PC, right? And I did it. I spent a crap ton of money on it, right? But I wouldn't recommend like you have to spend a whole lot of money to like build a PC, right? This is one of my other passions, like So the thing is. Start small. That's the thing, right? And the other thing I would like to say along with the passion thing, it's like don't just let the passion do the talking, because you need to understand the business as well. Like you need to be analytical as well. So like if I'm spending, let's say like if my budget is like 5,000 rupees, let's say that's what my budget is for YouTube, right? What I would do is I would like in my city there's this place where you can like buy like really cheap like equipment for like all these things, right? Again, I don't want to use the word cheap for like cheap as in like get it cheap, like, but it's like really inexpensive, right? So what I would do is like if you're not a singer would like need a mic that can cover like a wide range, because you can sing like and you'll be singing all different ranges, right? So your mic should be able to like catch that, right? But if you're just speaking, then any mic will do it, right? So you'll find like lav mics that's worth 200, 300 rupees. Get a lav mic, right? That's number one, right? Number two, because audio is really essential, right? The next thing is video. Just use your phone, right? Again, delete all the crap out of your phone, all the good morning messages, everything. Yeah, delete them, right? So, like, make space in your phone, right? And buy a decent tripod. A decent tripod will cost you 700, 800 rupees. You'll find a decent tripod for a phone. That's completely fine, right? You just start. You just plug in the lav in the thing itself, like in the phone itself, right? And you just start, right? The other thing I would recommend is get some lights, right? How I started with the lights, you want to know? I had started with 2 LED bulbs. Literally, I kid you not, 2 LED bulbs. People want to like they want to like spend so much money. I wanted this soft box that costs 40,000 rupees a pair. No, no. Okay, just buy bulbs. Okay, buy bulbs and like put like a t-shirt on it. That's what I did to diffuse it, and it used to look like quite cool. Okay, so if you look at my videos, my covers from back in the day, from like 2015, 2014, whatever, right? And they were all from like started with that. Okay, I started with LED light bulbs. Okay, and like I would just drop the thing on that, like a white t-shirt on it, right? and like that'll just diffuse the light. To be good enough, right? So start with that. So again, you got to become resourceful, and that's pretty much all you need. And then what you're working on is the content. That's what matters, right? That's what will bring people in again. They're like, wow, like you're so passionate. Like I'm not thinking about anything, because the other thing is I can't remember shit. Okay, it's like I forget stuff so fast, right? It's because I'm so passionate about this, right? I remember it, right? So if you're really passionate about, people will be able to say it's like a non-verbal thing. You know what I mean? Like if Sunday people tell me, "Hey, talk about economics," I'll be like, I have no words to say. Like talk about I don't know, like curing some disease, whatever. I have no answer. Like if you, I always say, like if you take me out of music, if you take me out of like business, and if you take me out of like football, my mouth is shut. I have nothing to say. And like this is another thing, another quote, right? I just add to that quote is like, Charlie Munger, like the business partner of Warren Buffett, like he says this, like I'll trust a man, or rather I'll very easily go work with a man who knows the edge of his knowledge than a person who believes they can do everything. So it's like, focus on the things that you're really good at and double down on those, right? And then don't even think about it, everything else. This is like, just say no to those stuff, right? So know your edge of your knowledge. Know where you don't know stuff, and you're gonna be, hey, I don't know. I really don't know. Like, I know a whole lot about ads and stuff, but you know what? Like, I have friends. I'm like, hey man, help me out. Slogan, Slogan, right? I'm like, hey Slogan, what do you think? Because, like, look, the guy spends years, and like out of like 24 hours, he spends like 18, 19 hours doing just that, right? How can I know more by reading a course? I can't. It's impossible. It's impossible. You know what I mean? That's where feedback comes in, right? I'll ask Logan like 10,000 questions, right? And he'll be like, okay, yeah, you do this, right? And then I'll just start, right? Again, like, which brings me to another thing is like, have friends who are really, really, really good at what they do, right? Like, have friends who are better than you. Like, they should be the smarter person. Okay, and you're the dumb person, like, hey man, can I be friends with you, man? It's like that, right? Like, please man, let's be friends, right? You're like really awesome, like, yeah. What can I do? You wanna go out for dinner, whatever, like whatever. It's like you just have fun with them, you know what I mean? Like, it's like, hang around with friends who are so much better than you. That's my other tip, right? So it's like, because you'll learn so much from them. So yeah, that. So like, that's pretty much it. So yeah, overall.
Absolutely. Like, there's a saying or something similar to that if you are the smartest person in the room, I think it is time for you to change the room. Get out of it.
Right. Yeah, I know. Yeah.
Super cool. Yeah. So Abhi, thank you so much for giving so much value, and all the viewers who are listening either on YouTube or on podcast, they would wish to see more of your challenge. So a strong recommendation to everyone is to please check his YouTube channel. He is awesome. And
thank you.
Abhi, before we leave, would you like to say something to our viewers?
So okay, like I understand, like, most of you guys are like into marketing business. You guys want to make money, right? And I would say the same thing. Okay, it's like be honest, like, be really honest about what you're doing. Okay, like, if you don't know something, tell the person, I know this much. Are you ready to work with me? If you're not, let's just cancel it. Okay, like, I feel like honesty is like so important with whatever you do. Okay, if you're just honest about stuff, and if you just don't make shit up, like, some people have this, like, they want to like sound smart. I'm fine sounding dumb. I'm fine saying that, hey, I don't know this. So many times my students ask me something, I'm like, hey, I think I don't know this. So it's like, I'll get back to you if I learn it, right? So if you want to learn from someone, I'm sure I'll find someone who can teach you that. I'll forward it to them, right? Because what I feel is, like, when I got started back in like 2008 in like singing, okay, most teachers that I went to, they never said that they don't know. They were like, yeah, you just have to practice for 12 hours. And guess what? I did that. I did not get any result. And guess what? I really got pissed at them. You don't want that. If you don't know something, just say it. Because you don't know, there'll be a kid like me who actually wants to do this and takes your advice and doesn't get a result and really gets pissed at you. And long term, it'll hurt you. It'll come back and bite you back in the ass. All right? So you gotta understand that. Have that honesty to say, hey, I know this much. This is how much I learned, and this is what I can share with you. So are you okay? You want to work with me? Like, it's like, I remember, like, when I was like learning sales for like closing people for my my coaching, right? Initially I should like say this benefit, that benefit, this benefit, that benefit, right? Like, it's like very recently I've like changed my sales tactic, right? And my closing ratio is like gone up through the roof. Okay, and this is what I do. I start naming the things that the reasons that they won't buy from me. I'm like, look, man, if you want to learn from me, I know you want to learn from me. I know you think you're interested, but let me tell you, it's gonna take this much time. It's gonna take you like so much effort, right? You're gonna have to like say no to the friends and everything, right? You're gonna have to like do this and that. I keep stacking up. Like how Russell Brunson teaches us to stack up the good, I stack up the bad. So I do the opposite. Okay, exactly the opposite. Okay, and I'm like, there's so many reasons why not to do this. Now, why do you want to do this? Now I'm testing their positivity. If they're positive after that, I want to work with them. If they're like, oh, really? That's so much? I'm like, all right, man, cool. It was nice talking to you. Bye. So, because the thing is, the reason is this, okay? Like how I understand it's like this, okay? Because when I got started back in 2008, I got kicked out of my school singing competition, right? They said, you sound so bad, man, just move him out. Okay, and that really hurt me. Okay, that really hurt me like in deep. And I was like, one day I'll figure out singing, and not only will I sing, will I become one of the best singers in the whole world. I'll also train 100 superstar singers. I'm gonna change the whole world's music's the music scene, right? That's what was my thing, right? And it still is, and I'm doing that, right? It's like I'm not close to, like, already close to that, but again, I've given myself 40 years to achieve it. By the time I'm 60, I'm gonna achieve it, right? I'm just 30 now. So yeah, it's like having that long goal, right? It's like, again, think like whatever it is that you want to do. Don't think like, oh, I wanted to make $100 a month, I want to make $100 a day, right? I didn't achieve that in this year, that means it's not going to work. Fine, the first 2-3 years didn't work, 5 years didn't work, and the 7th year it'll work, and the 8th year it'll work. That's fine. That's okay. I can start again. I'll restart again. Nobody, like if you have big dreams, like, understand this, like, nobody else even has those dreams. They won't even try. They won't even try. Like, I remember when I started off in singing, I used to imagine these things in my brain, okay? And I used to, like, tell people, hey, this will be possible like this, right? And they're like, show it. I'm like, I'm still learning, so I can't even show you right now. They're like, dude, you're just bullshitting us. Stop saying that, right? Now that I show them stuff, they're like, oh wow, you're right all along. I'm like, yeah, man. Yeah, I was. So again, because I'm like thinking of a long term. So like, think long term, okay? Whatever it is you want to make. Understand this, you're getting into it, ask yourself, can I fail on this the next 5-6 years and still want to do this? Yes, then I want to do this. Or else let me go get a job. Like, seriously, don't do this because you want quick money. Because quick money, again, you know, what comes easy can go easy too, right? So what comes slow will stick. So that's it. Let it come slow. Give it your everything, right? Like just understand this. Like, you know, like you have a problem, okay? So let's say, you know, you are like, I don't know, like, you have a breathing problem, whatever. Like, you want to go to a doctor who knows their stuff, right? Or you want to go to a doctor, they were like, oh my God, you know what? This field, I make a lot of money. I just did some hacks and I just didn't know it. And guess what? You die. Like, so, do you understand me? So you don't even know what you're doing, right? So, like, understand everything. Like, you know, you need to be solving your like, you know, your students, you know, your clients' problems before they even know it. Like, you know, like, the best compliment I receive from, like, my students is like, oh my God, I don't know what I'm doing, but it's working. I'm like, exactly, that's what I want. That's what I plan. I don't want you to think. Just apply these steps and it works, right? Awesome. You can sing your favorite songs, right? Boom, done. Awesome. So you see what I mean, right? It's like, I want to see so far ahead that even before you think of the problem, I've already solved it. So that's how I think of business. Okay, so, you know, it's like, yeah, because again, like, you know, it's like that saying, right? I think I heard from Mark Cuban, right? It's like, you should be trying to put yourself out of business because there's one kid out there learning day in and day and night out. I am that kid, okay, and I'm coming to, like, eat your business. So it's like that, right? So whoever's in my field, you better be, like, afraid. I'm coming for you. So yeah, it's that, right? Because again, I'm just gonna give them value. I'm gonna give them exactly what they need instead of just, like, false promises. You know, I'm gonna be there. Like, you know, I give so much. Like, you know, my business partner Nirmal, like, you know, he's like the guy is like, dude, why can't you be professional for one time? Like, you know, I'm like, I'm sorry, man. It's like it hurts me to see them not be able to do it, and like, I'm like going without sleep. I'm like, I want to train them. I want to show them how they can hit that. Yeah, I can't stop myself. I love to do this. Again, like, I just love to do this, like, with all my heart. Like, you know, again, I wake up for this. Like, you know, the only reason why my life makes sense is because of this. So yeah. So yeah, that's what my discipline, what my thinking is for overall, not just for YouTube, for everything, anything that I do, I always think like this. So, yeah,
That's super cool. Thank you so much, Abhi. Thank you so much.
Hey, thank you.
So all the viewers who are on YouTube or on podcast, you are listening to the Digital Maddy Show with your host Mithyl Dave, and we have our guest Abhi. You can subscribe to my channel if you're on YouTube, or you can also subscribe to my podcast on Google Podcasts and Anchor. Catch you with the next episode. Thank you, Abhi, once again.